What's up? Hey. Yeah, so welcome, y'all. That Part Radio right here, Thursday. And you know, we got a we got a DJ in the house. Where the gunshots at? DJ so hype.
Yes.
What it is.
What it is. So,
what's up?
Can a nigga get in them goods? Finally here.
Man, I finally got a DJ.
Is this your first time having a DJ?
Well, Gigahertz, but he's more of a producer.
Yeah, shout out to Gigahertz.
No, he's amazing. He's a great DJ as well.
I love Gigahertz. Like one of the most genuine fucking people possible.
So supportive.
I can cuss here, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I know I could before, but I mean, like, I'm just saying, like every show you got to check.
No,
I don't
definitely.
know. You might be doing Bible study and might not know.
We might.
But we might.
And then we won't cuss.
Yeah,
okay.
in the name of Jesus. But, shout out to Gigahertz. But first DJ?
Yeah,
oh,
you're
man.
my first DJ.
This is like a birthday present right now.
Oh, that's right. Happy birthday.
Thank
it's
you.
your birthday Tuesday.
It's your birthday Tuesday.
You're
It's
getting
my
old as fuck.
Really?
You're getting old.
Really?
No, I'm
really?
sorry.
My knees work better than yours, goddammit.
You wanna go?
We could do the
Let's
good knees
go.
challenge, okay?
Let's go.
I am with the shits, all right? But yeah,
I got a DJ in heels, so I got different types of knees, you know?
Yeah, that's true. That's facts. But you know, I mean, mine's still like, you know, good. Don't need to put no oil on these 10 cans right here, and we good.
Okay.
We good. They
All
work.
that twerking in DR, hey.
Making sure people twerk in DR. Yeah. I'm from LA, can't be twerking out here.
Man.
Nah, I'll be everybody like, yo, hey, what's up, bro? Like, nah, can't twerk. No, not even. Nah, I'm not that type of light skinned guy.
No.
Yeah, I know light skins get a bad rep, but this light skinned brother right here, hell no. You'll never see these hands hit the knees like that. Like,
not even a little white girl?
No, not even a Tina twerk. Not with this brother.
Wow.
Nah. Yeah, I'm not the type of light skin to be sitting on a bathroom counter and taking a selfie. This is not gonna happen. Not at all.
Oh my gosh. With your shirt up?
Yeah, we should have. Yeah, check this out. Yeah, I'm gonna need some baby oil instead of some shea butter. No, that's not me at all. So,
anyways, welcome.
Happy
birthday.
Thank
and
you.
congratulations, just fresh off the Mocha Fest. Tell us about it. How was it?
It was dope. It was crazy. It was a lot. It's just for me, I think it's really more so humbling because I'm the only DJ from the West Coast on the ticket. And you got all these big name DJs. You got DJ Self from Love and Hip Hop New York on VH1. You got DJ Quicksilver. He's like the king of DC, but is originally from Baltimore. Shout out to my guy, DJ L Bully. He's the reason, like, they came to Vegas, and he was the reason I got on. But DR was DR. and I was happy because I finally got people from the West Coast, from Vegas and Cali, and then a couple people from Houston, and even shout out to the South, but came out there to the DR and oh shit, Lord, I'm gonna need to get baptized. I need prayers because I was sitting there like, what the fuck is happening? But I love Mocha Fest. Shout out to Mocha Fest. Thank you guys so much for having me, man. Thank you for the love for the kid, you know.
Definitely. You just keep going from there. And you know what's crazy about this is like years and years and years of DJing. Let's talk about that. How did we get to Mocha Fest DR?
Well,
because honestly, I don't even know your story. I'm learning that I don't really know a lot about the people that I'm bringing on. we don't get into things like that. You know what I mean? We see each other, we work with each other, but we don't. It's very rare we get into like real deep.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I mean, I think the biggest thing about me is because I don't talk a lot. Like I'm like always a guy just want to go to work. You know, just show love, positivity. I'm focused on now and enjoying the time around people, and then just go home, get the money and just go home, but as well as try to inspire and motivate others as well too. So I think the biggest thing for me is that I don't tell the story a lot, but people that have been around have heard my story. They be all like, hey man, when did you start or whatever? But no, this is 20 years in the game now, officially after December 15, 2022. So officially 20 years in the game, happy as hell about it. And I'm just ready for the next 20, honestly. But Mocha Fest, they came to Vegas, and they've been around for, I want to say about a good 10 years, 9 years, something like that. But they came to Vegas, and they did their Mocha Fest, and they were looking for DJs. And they contacted quite a few promoters out here, like, who are some of the, like, top DJs or whatever in Vegas. My name was mentioned, was brought upon, which I was still kind of like, did these niggas, like, send the wrong name or something like that? But they were just like, all right, well, hey, man, you know, come on through. You with it, you know, what's your budget or whatever. So we talked. And then when I got on the ticket, it was just so much pressure, like, from them. Like, they added so much weight. I'm like, man, fuck the weight. Like,
yeah.
And
because you representing the West Coast, right?
Yeah, representing the West. But it wasn't about the West because of the fact that they were in our city.
Right.
I had to represent for us because they have their own DJs and everything. So I was like, okay, I got to rep. And then it sucks sometimes having a name is so hype. You got to go up there and you got to be this loud and just crazy, out of control dude sometimes. And sometimes I'm very like mellow as fuck, you know, like I'm from LA. So very cool, calm, and collected, but showed up and showed out. And after that, man, El Bully was like, hey, man, we gonna talk. And I was like, all right, bet, cool, no problem. And then after Mocha Fest was done in Vegas, a few weeks after that, they was like, hey, you want to do Cancun and with us? And that was in October. So did that, show me mad love there. And they were like, hey, we doing DR in January. And I was like, oh, for real? That's around my birthday. Bet, we celebrating your birthday too. And you gonna DJ. And it's, you talking about literally 6 days, 8 events, back to back.
Dang.
So each day, there's only one day that you'll have like one event, but every other day is literally like 2 events, and it's all day long. One moment we might be at the pool, then later on that night we're at a club, and it's love. So Mocha Fest is dope. It's one of my, I've done a lot of festivals, but it's definitely one of my favorites. So,
why is it one of your favorites?
Well, because it just, you got everybody. Here's the thing, it's different is that you have everybody from all over the world. You have people from like Jamaica, from Trinidad, from the East. You got from all over across from the coast, from Midwest, the South, West Coast. You got people from Ghana, you know. There's people from Mexico. You got all these people, and what happens is they're like a travel agency in a way, right? And they just go and they just take over a whole fucking hotel. Everybody buys packages and stays at the hotels and have access to all the events. And I mean, they've had celebrities performance such as Ashanti, Fabulous. They've had Moneybagg Yo. They've had DeVito. They had Burna Boy. They've had so many different, those City Girls was out here in Vegas. So they've had so many different celebrities. You have all these beautiful people from all different cultures, and there's no issues. This is my third one in 6 months. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh shit, man, we are ratchet as fuck. And then mind you, in Cancun and the DR, we're staying at the Temptation Resort. So I don't know if you ever heard about that or not. Temptation Resort pretty much is like all hell could break loose. Like anything goes. You could do whatever the hell you want to. It's like a free resort. Like you could walk around, be topless in the pool.
Okay, yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah, be naked and shit, and swingers, and and you know, then you got my old Christian ass sitting there like, what in the name? Like, but it was just dope. But you just think that like sometimes like, yo, at any given moment something can happen. But it's the beauty of the love, the vibe, and what it represents of the culture and how it started. And it's like you have access to everybody. So even with the celebrity DJs there, and I mean, I ain't no celebrity, but still, it's just like you have access to all these DJs, access to the people that run Mocha Fest, access to be able to connect with everybody else that could create a group to be like, hey, let's go travel here. I got people from DR that was just at the airport with me this past Tuesday for me to come back to Vegas. Like, hey, we're going to be there on Thursday. Bet, come to the club. Yeah. Come through. Come hang out with me. And then the more people coming next week. Hey, hype, I'm going to be here from February 3rd to the 5th. Okay, cool, no problem. This is where I'll be at on this specific date from meeting you. I know you will like this. Come on through. But it's all about that network. It's all about connection because you never know who you could come across in me. But I love it. No bullshit.
Nice. So while we're on the DJ tips, while you go ahead and giving gems for these DJs, you know what I mean? All these new DJs that are coming up, people who want to be a DJ, people are like, you know, how do you get these gigs and how do you do it? What do you think is something that you've held on to and that you're consistently doing that continuously gives you success in getting these types of gigs or just in your success in your career in general?
Well, for one, I don't take no for an answer. I know that sounds extremely fucking cliche, but for me is that I'm very big and adamant on knocking down everybody's door. Like if I want something that fucking bad, I'm not gonna waste no time and wait for somebody to open up the door for me. I'm just gonna keep banging on the door until we figure something out and talk. If it's not gonna go there's a million more doors. I always believe that you could get a million no's, but it takes that one yes. But at the same time, it's like I believe in like when it's all said and done for So Hype, I just want to go out being a class act. You know what I mean? And I used to tell people, like, tell DJs as advice, like, oh yeah, be humble. It works for you. But nah, being humble is a fucking trait that you were born with, or that who you are. I mean, if sometimes people have to be something that they're not to just show off, to think they have to get attention. Obviously, this is living proof of just being yourself, being cool, just being okay with just talking and shaking hands. And you never know, like, where that could grow, where that could actually amount out to be. You know what I mean? And so for me personally, it's just like, you never know who you could run across. You never know who you could meet. But showing up is showing out. There's times I've DJ'd. I'll say a quick story. I've DJ'd at a club. It was an industry night out here in Vegas. It was actually at Tao. Industry night. It wasn't the actual nightclub night. There was only 14 people there. One person there just so happened to be an A&R rep that was working with Trey Songz. Came up to me, but I didn't know at the moment. Came up to me, gave me his card. Well, he asked me for my card. He was like, hey, you got a card on you? I was like, yeah. And all DJs, make sure you have a card, an EPK, a resume. Make sure you have a website. Make sure you have your name on every single social media platform, even if you're not even on social media like that at all. I have a TikTok, and I don't even TikTok shit, okay? But still, it's like I gave him a card. 3 weeks later, he contacted me to fly out to New York to DJ at Madison Square Garden for the Winter Jam for Hot 97 for Trey Songz. I get 45 minutes, and then Trey Songz, that way Trey Songz and his band get to set up, get to do my thing. Ended up meeting a prince from Dubai at Madison Square Garden, right? And God rest his soul, he got assassinated, on some bullshit a few years later. But the thing about it was, it just, from what I did, the prince came up and talked to me. I was only supposed to be there for one day and then fly back to Vegas the next. Ended up being there for 3 days. Came home with more money I've ever made in a weekend in a short period of time like that. The moral of the story is that it started with 14 people in the club. Right. DJ'd my ass off. Didn't give a fuck who was in there. You're going to hear me. Just give it your all. Just do your best. Be humble, because you never know who you might come across. So, with all these new DJs, stop trying to be something that you're not. Stop trying to be so quick to be a celebrity. Nah, I'm happy. I'm fine as hell with being at Madison Square Garden one day and turning the fuck up DJing at Chuck E. Cheese. Like, I swear to God, I am never too big for myself, so.
That's good. That's good. So, you know what I mean? From a successful DJ, you feel me? And I mean, successful is, that word is so loosely, it can mean anything, whatever. But from what I see, I feel like you're very successful. Yeah. So, be humble, y'all. Yeah. Be humble.
Be humble. Sit down. Yeah, just be humble.
Yeah, sit down.
Be humble.
What do you think, Kendrick? Kendrick's been thrown around all day today. Yeah. So let's go into this first song real quick. Okay. So we can get a little breather. You can drink some water.
Who we got?
We're gonna go into some more. Right now we got Karlos.
Farrar. Yes.
Leave You Alone.
Yes, this is.
Go ahead and introduce it.
This is my very first official single on my own DJ Khaled shit. Right here, okay?
DJ So Hype.
DJ So Hype. So this this song right here is actually was kind of like written off of, you think of Michael Jackson's song, Just Leave Me Alone. Just leave me alone. Yep. Yeah. So it kind of came off with that vibe. But man, shout out to my guy Karlos Farrar, man, Detroit's finest, out here in Vegas as well too now. And this is our first official single together, Leave You Alone. And we definitely got more on the way, so
let's go.
Let's go. Y'all know what time it is. Ha. Karlos Farrar, what up? Y'all know I am DJ So Hype. Two-step with it, two-step with it, two-step with it. Come on, hey, two-step with it, two-step with it, two-step with it. Come on, hey, I can't leave you alone tonight. What? I can't leave you alone tonight. What? I can't leave you alone. What else? Karlos, talk to him.
We had it, we lost it. We drove off, but we hit the brakes, and I know know what it cost us. We had trials, but we lost the case. Now we're just here waiting for one of us to walk away. Cause we both wanna be happy, but we never are when we're face to face. Nah. But every time we say we're done, every time we say it's really over, every time we say goodbye, you catch my eye and I pull you closer. And then you stay one more night and everything starts all over again. It won't end. It's like I just can't leave you alone. Like we ended just to start it again. It's like we lost the game we knew we should win, yeah. We wanna leave but we don't want it to end. That's why every time we leave we come right back. Come on, let's try to work it out. Let's try the same old thing again, even though it won't be no different than before. Come on, it's time to cut it out, cause we both know what we need to do. It's time for us to both walk out that door. But every time we say we're done, every time we say it's really over, every time we say goodbye, you catch my eye and I pull you closer. And then you stay one more night and everything starts all over again. It won't end. It's like I just can't leave you alone. I just can't leave you, girl. Leave you alone, alone. Leave you alone, girl. Leave you alone. I just can't leave you alone. Oh no no, oh no no. I just can't leave you alone, alone, alone.
Gosh, oh,
So light skinned. Which one? Is this the camera right here?
yeah.
This one right there? Just so light skinned. Just
Oh my gosh.
funny.
You know, let him do his light skin thing. You know what I mean?
Nah,
You do your light skin thing.
I definitely do. I have to rep for a different form of the light skinness. You know what I mean? Like I gotta
Which ones do
this.
you rep? Which ones?
Well, because you got the pretty boy light skins, right? Like, but you got like the front runners of like that will march for the light skins and all right to represent. Like we the in between motherfuckers, all right? Like, look, hey, hold on, like you gonna put some respect. Like, well, I'm a part of the Obama light skin, all right? So I am not like the like.
You're not the Terrence Howard.
Yeah,
light
you know,
skin.
like you know, let me wipe my edges and shit. Like, nah, you know, like. Yeah, let me, you know, just lick my lips. Like, I'm not the LL Cool J light skins, you know, like, oh, I gotta lick my lips and shit every 5 seconds, you know, but no, you know. But no, shout out to all my light skinned people out there one time. Just all my black people, because we got Black History Month coming up in about a week or so. So, yeah, you know, right after my birthday, it's like, hey, happy birthday, so hype. And then after midnight, hey, Black History Month. So, you know, time to rep. But yeah, man, shout out to Karlos Farrar.
we'll get another one of his coming up to the wannabe. So
Yes.
we're not done with the light skins yet, but you
No,
know
we're
we'll bring
not.
it back in a little bit.
Yeah, we definitely.
So you know, usually a lot of people ask female DJs what it's like to be a female in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask your opinion. What is it like to be a male in the DJ industry that's kind of been not saturated, but you know,
Yeah.
thrown
it's-
in a lot of different type of people.
I can tell. I'll say this because I've answered that before, but I can tell you what it's like being a black male
Okay.
in the industry, especially in this city.
Okay.
So especially for like all my black DJs that are out there, all my African American DJs that are out there in Vegas, like it got very oversaturated because with the culture out here in Vegas, that because of the hip hop scene especially, that it got so like looked down upon. Like every event would get shut down. If it's not on the strip, it had no respect at all whatsoever. If it was black, if it was hip hop or whatever, it would just get so looked down upon, or we got to shut it down, or it could be bad, or it got something to do with gangs and stuff like that. There's been times there was actually a marathon in Vegas. I swear to God, there was a marathon in Vegas. I can't say the name because I actually ended up DJing, but for 8 years, my mother and I tried to have me be a part of this marathon, and had to do something with like playing like different genre of music, or else I would just say that you would not expect me probably to play. Mm-hmm. But I wanted to be a part of it so bad because I just wanted to like just play the music and just do my thing. But they say no, you're too black.
Wow.
Too black. So it fueled me up a million times more. Oh, I'm too black. Oh, I'm about to show you some black. But I'm about to show you that while being black, that I can definitely shut this shit down. I could definitely represent. And then it took one time, and when it got to the 8th year, I would say this was in 2018. So it was a few years ago. What's the digital watch brand or whatever? It's not, like it's kind of like Apple Watch, but it's more for Android, huh? Fitbit. I got pictures if anybody think I'm bullshitting. Fitbit contacted me through my website. How? Had no fucking idea. Sent me an email and it was just like, hey, we are doing this marathon in Las Vegas. We want to know if you will be interested, as well as being sponsored by Fitbit. You'll DJ and you'll be DJing at the Fitbit booth. The whole DJ booth was built like a Fitbit watch. Nice. I said, motherfucker, let's go. And I was like, but they didn't know my intentions for it. But that's what I'm saying, is just that, like, just with the trying, and then sometimes you put your faith in God and you just prosper and you have no idea where things might lead into and where it might go. Best believe I went up there and I showed up and I showed the fuck out. And it was by far the best booth in that whole marathon because you're running all down the strip. So I was literally right there on Sahara, right across the street from the SLS, in front of like where the Walgreens is at or whatever, face like on the strip. And the reaction from all the different races walking by, like, is this a black guy playing this right now? But it was beautiful. Like, yes, it is. And it's okay. It's fine. It's okay. Keep running, bitch. Go get your medal, but enjoy this music at the same time. And I made sure I pressed DJ so fucking hype on my damn turntables every second, because I don't care about,
of course.
I don't care about like, oh, you're this color, or you're this race, or whatever. So what? But it's definitely been challenging, and I've been a big advocate, a big spokesperson to try to represent for, people of color to be able to DJ and be accepted, and that we could just be able to do whatever we want to do out here. And so it's been tough, but I feel like it's been rewarding enough to where if you set yourself up into a standard to where they don't have a reason to call you out of your name, then you're doing what you have to do the right way. So I feel like that's the best part about it. So I'm not gonna give you a reason to look down on me at all. So now if you do, then I'm gonna be like, all right, yeah. So yeah.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, that's a completely different perspective that a lot of people probably don't even understand. You know what I mean? Especially out here in Vegas, since you've been through the what do you call it? The evolution of what Vegas has been through. You know what I mean?
2 decades.
What time
2 decades.
You got here? 2013?
I came out
2003.
No, I came out here in 2002.
Oh wow.
And then I was here for like about a couple weeks because my mom was already living out here. I moved out here officially 2004. But the last day of school in Vegas, I found turntables in a garbage can. So you're 12 years old, you find turntables in a garbage can. What are you gonna do? You're like, shit, man. It's summertime. I ain't got shit to do. So I would come out here for 2 years until my mom made enough money and got on her feet to where myself and my little brother could move out here. That's when I came out here in 2004. So I stayed in LA with like a homie of mine and barely saw my sperm donor. I actually used to sleep at a donut shop. So shout out to Miss Linda one time. It's like the cutest, sweetest Chinese lady ever, I swear to God. So, but yeah, I found turntables in the garbage can, and my mom went to a yard sale, had three records at, you buy a box, you get everything in the box for $30. 3 records were in there. Rick James, Talib Kweli, and Wu-Tang.
Wow, what a mix.
Yo, I was like, shit. I was like, you definitely went to a black yard sale or something. So, you know, or somebody was definitely in Soul Train before. But yeah, I practiced for 4 months with those 3 vinyls. And then I didn't buy my first pair of J's until I was 26.
Wow.
So instead of buying shoes and standing in line, I used to stand in line to buy records. And I remember the longest line I'd ever stood in front of, I stood in to get a record, was Lean Back.
Wow, fat
Yeah,
Joe.
yeah. Like, yo, if you did not have Lean Back, by the time the weekend came around, you had to do a party, you was fucking whack. You were terrible. Like, you had to have the hottest records. I remember when Drop It Like It's Hot came out, when Tipsy came out, you know, like, all these records, man, and we had to stand in line to get that vinyl. And sometimes we would have to trade, like, hey, man, I got to do an old school party. Can I borrow some Montel Jordan? Yeah. As long as you give me that brand new Snoop and Dre, you know, I'm telling you, it was crazy just to be a part of the evolution of DJing from the vinyl era, the CDJ era, then the controller era, and, you know, it's just so much. But I'm proud of it. Like, even when DJs have controllers now, I don't knock it, but still, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, just to touch on it, it's just that, yeah, being a male, especially a black male, a man of color, and, you know, in this industry, it's been tough. And, man, I've had a lot of people with, like, they would hear my voice when I was on 97.5 and they would hear me DJ, automatically like, oh my God, he sounds proper. Yes, he sounds very proper, sounds very educated, and would not think for a second like, oh yeah, he's black. And then next thing you know, they see a picture and I could be in a suit, but it didn't matter because they saw the color. They're like, oh no, he's too black. There's quite a few clubs on the strip that said I was too black to DJ. I'm like, but you heard me, you love me. I have emails where these clubs said, oh my God, we love him. We love his mixing. We would love to have him. But then they see me, they're like, oh, he's too black to DJ. And I lost literally chances on residencies for that. But I'm like, guess what, motherfucker? But then when my friends, like the celebrities come and DJ, like, you know, I remember one time I did something with Genuine, Tank, and Tyrese. This was early on when they were trying to become TGT. And I walked in that club and then saw the dude that sent that email. I was like, hey, he's like, oh, you're so hype. I was like, oh, you're the bitch. Like, fuck you.
Damn.
I don't give a fuck. So, and then, you know, but then some people call me the Ice Cube of Vegas because I just don't give a shit about a lot of stuff. But still, you have to have a professional demeanor about it. So I know how to be a businessman, but at the same time, I'll be, you know
when to talk your shit.
Yeah, I'll be, that Inglewood hype will come out real quick, I'm telling you. But yeah, so, I mean, I love it. But, you know, 2 decades, I'm proud, I love it, and just waiting on the next 2 right now. So, do
you think it's changed a lot since then?
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
I won't say DJing has changed a lot. I won't say drastically, but I feel like the egos of DJs, because man, it's like, because it's so, DJing is so accessible now. It's so easy. All you need to do is just go buy you a MacBook Pro, go to Guitar Center. You could get you the little smallest like controller that looks like a Nintendo controller. And then next you know, they're like, oh yeah, I'm a fucking DJ. I do this, you know, I do that. And it's like, okay, but what work are you going to apply? Yeah, I come across so many DJs like, yeah, man, I'm a DJ. I'm this and this hype. Can you help me? Can you help me get a booking? I have no problem helping anybody. Can I tell everybody, I will open the door for you, but it's up for your ass to get up and run and walk through that motherfucker. It's like going to the well, like, and you go into a horse and give the horse water, but you can't make the horse drink.
Right.
So I'll do everything I possibly can do. But how much is your hustle worth for you? How bad do you want it? I dug in the trash can and made this shit 20 years in the game. Just came back from overseas. So, but I used to cry, blood, sweat, and fucking tears. And so many people telling me no. People, you know, I've sat down with politicians, sat down with the mayor, sat down with the councilmen, the commissioners, and more in this city. And these are people that I now have fucking coffee and croissants with and shit, you know? Right. Even before I could even spell croissant. And we're not going to spell it right now on the radio, but I'm just saying. But we ain't got time for it. No, I'm just playing, I'm playing. But the thing about it is that, like, it's how much is your hustle worth for you? If you were to put your value of who you are as a DJ, the longevity, and I tell people I'd rather have all the respect in the game, because as long as I keep having respect, I'm going to continue to be consistent in this industry. I'm very, very successful, very successful. I ain't the richest DJ, but I don't claim. But I could be the richest, and you would never know.
Right.
Because nigga, for what? It's like I see people out here that balling got money, but you wouldn't even give, you know, a homeless person on the street $5. You know what I mean? You would go spend $200 on some bottles or a hookah, but that $200 could put a homeless man in a hotel at least for a couple nights at a station casino. You're not flexing the right fucking way for me. We're not in the same league. We're not in the part of the same conversation. That is success for me to be able to help break that bread with somebody. I'm here to break bread with people, but if you're not going to be able to be, you know, like conscious enough to try to help yourself, then you're wasting my time. You're wasting somebody else's time that wants it bad, that wants it more than you do. You know what I mean?
Right.
And there's a lot of DJs that I've helped that I don't care to take credit for. If they could be way more successful than me, I'll be like, yeah, you better go. You better go, my G. You better go, Queen. I don't want credit for that. Hell, my credit score is fine. I'm good. There's no credit that I need from what you're doing with your success.
Right.
But I feel like a lot of people, they're just so easy and think that shit should need to be handed to them on a platter. And I'm like, you want me to help you, but I'm the one at meetings to get the residency so I can open up that door for other DJs to be able to come in and open up for me or do a main slot. Are you going to come to the meetings with me? No, then you don't want it bad enough.
Right.
Rub elbows with these owners, these promoters, with these other DJs. Connect with these artists as well. But people just be like, oh, yeah, I want this. And I'll be like, do you have a website? No. Do you have an EPK? No. Do you have a resume? No. What social media do you have? I just have Instagram. You don't even have Facebook. You don't have LinkedIn. Hell, I even still got a MySpace account that I don't even touch. You know what I mean? Be accessible to everything, because the moment you go on, everybody that's watching this show, everybody that's on my Instagram live right now, I swear to God, go on Google right now, just type in DJ So Hype. There's so many fucking shit that's going to pop up. It's going to be ridiculous. But at the same time, you're not going to be able to, you know, yeah, you might be able to go to MySpace and there's no action, but guess what? I'm the only DJ So Hype in the world. You know what I mean? So be accessible, you know, and put the work in. Apply yourself. If you apply yourself, then you'll be straight, you know?
Yeah, and I think that's why it's really important to pick something that you're actually really passionate in, because you're going to put a lot of time and energy into this and do a lot of things that you might not really want to do, and things are going to make you feel uncomfortable. And if you're doing it for the wrong reasons and the wrong intentions, and it's not because it's a passion, you're not going to go anywhere.
That's
you know
right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think at the end of the day, it's that passion. If you have passion for it, then yeah, do it. If not, then stay out the way.
Because
some people have the passion and you taking up space. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Cause I've got people that ask me and be like, hey, yo, So Hype, I really want to learn how to DJ. And this is the one thing that break everything. I'm like, okay, what's your, why do you want to be a DJ? If your answer is on, oh, cause I love music, I'm not gonna fuck with you. Everybody loves music. So yeah, the reason gotta be simple. But yeah, with passion, yes, definitely, for sure.
Nice. So. Well, there you go, y'all. The key to success.
I mean, a little bit. You gotta talk to Tyler Perry or something. But you know.
Well, that's a whole different avenue. We're talking about DJs. You know what I mean?
I know. Well, I mean, but,
you're just setting the path for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I was to go back and name, you know, people just from my experience that are pretty much like the top DJs in Vegas, you're definitely up there.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
That's humbling.
And I think also what I really liked about you, and that the reason why I like to bring you on the show, is because I wanted to show you my support as well, because you showed me so much support.
That's love.
You know what I mean? Like you weren't. When I first got here, it was really difficult because I was from Texas, didn't know nobody, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people were like, who the hell are you? And why are you trying to come up in our shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and you were one of the ones, Kelly J, was one of the ones that were like, nah, you cool. Like, here, you know what I mean? Just meet the people. You know what I mean? Come fuck with this. You cool. Yeah. So that was really cool, you know what I mean? And that was very humbling, and I like people like that. You know? And you've always been like that.
I thought I scared you the first time I met you.
Why you say that?
Because you was all like, hi, my name is Miss V. I was like, Miss V, what's up? I'm like, hype up, get loose, like, let's go. And then I'm like, shout out to DJ Miss V in the building. And you were like, what the fuck? And I'm like, oh shit, this nigga is on something. Like, no.
No, not at all. But you know what? And I welcomed that, because that's what I probably would have done. You know what I mean? But, you know, it was scary being in a new place around new people, new DJs, learning the ropes. You know what I mean? And also try not to step on anybody's feet either. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but no, definitely. I mean, I remember one time recently, I pulled up to one of the hookah lounges you and Kelly J were at.
I know it's Crush now. It was Crave.
I think Crave.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember one of the first things both of y'all said to me were like, man, we're so proud of you.
Yeah.
And it feels so good coming from a DJ like you, who's been here for so long and has, you know, paved the way and gave me the opportunity to be like, here you go, you know, I got this, I got that. Kelly J does the same thing. And then just turn around and, you know, get that, not necessarily validation, but just, you know what I mean? That like, hey man, we're proud of you. You did it right.
Because you got to look
at
what you've done. I mean, like what you have done. I mean, like even from when being at Circa, and just even like when I seen you at Fremont, you know, like on the stage, and it's just like You know how so many DJs are so scared to step because they're trying to be the Khaled's. They're trying to be the Calvin Harris's and shit, but they're not being themselves. Like So Hype is himself. Like I will be, like we were talking about while the video was playing, that DJ that will get on the mic and be singing his ass off and don't care if I'm not pitching the right way and embarrass himself, but it's just being himself. And this is where my success lies. Your success lies. And it's like what you have done is people so much have the fear in them is that, yo, if you just embrace yourself and embrace, because music is so beautiful, but it goes through so many different avenues of beauty. And especially we're in one of the most beautiful cities in the world that shows and represents beauty. So why not embrace it and all the people that love it? If you're able to love yourself and do that as a DJ, you'll be able to be great. And what you do, that's why I'm so proud of you too, because you have no fucking fear. You just be like, hell yeah, I'm gonna be out here, I'm gonna be dancing, this and this. I think one time when I first got there, I think you just started your set, and there was quite a few people that were walking, and then it was like I went down with some of my friends, and then like when I came back, it's fucking packed, and it was just like, and you still up there getting it. I'm like, yo, as somebody that has a dancing background and that is also a DJ as well too, like my fucking hat to you. Like, I mean, I know I got the headphones on, but it's all the way to fuck off over there right now. So I'm proud of you. Seriously.
Thank you. Yeah, that's, and it means a lot, you know what I mean? Because I think I don't want the validation. I don't need it, but it's just very appreciative to get the validation of DJs who are, I feel are up there and, doing great things. Because you don't just DJ, you do a lot for your community too. You and Kelly J, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I love that. And that's what I want to start doing as well, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Branching out to, I guess I'll start claiming Vegas. I
mean, no, you still gotta rep Texas. You gotta, because I'm telling you, it's like you just came back from the Shy, and the thing is, it's just like because people are gonna be like, oh yeah, I DJ in Vegas. Vegas is home. But I mean, the love that I have in Cali, like from the Bay all the way down to like the IE to LA, it's like you still gotta embrace home, because I'm telling you, like, people know when they come from California and they come out here, they know they could come to see So Hype, and they could depend to still feel like they got that home.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's nothing like being in another country and you got me DJing and you're from LA and we all the way in Mexico. And it's like, yo, like imagine Crip walking on the beach. You know what I mean? And it's like, you gotta live that. You know, and who I grew up with and the people I've been around, like anywhere I go, like I'm gonna blast some fucking Nipsey. I'm gonna blast some Snoop. I'm gonna blast some Pac. Like, I'll be in, like I've been in, I remember being in Africa one time before playing some fucking Pac, and they were just like, they were like, oh yeah, Death Row. I'm like, whoa, we don't say Death Row, just say West Side Thug Life at least, But no, you have to embrace that. Like, but you are definitely claim that mantle of one of the Vegas queens. And I hate that people always be like, oh yeah, I'm the king of Vegas. Nigga, if you go in the UK, and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong, is that when it comes down to history of being in the UK in the medieval times, and people, you have the kings and shit, there were so many fucking castles. You know how many fucking castles is all the way over there and shit? There's so many different kings. It's not just one king. Yeah, they might battle and try to get your land and shit because they're just expanding with people, but no. There's a lot of kings, and you're definitely one of the queens of Vegas, hands down. So no, represent, respect.
Dear. I appreciate that. I put a lot of hard work in here.
Light skin moment.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Definitely.
So, well, with that being said, let's go into another one. Karlos Farrar, Wannabe.
Yes.
Introduce us.
This is another classic right here. Karlos Farrar, Wannabe. And this is also featuring with Pyro the God, also Vegas legend as well too, part of the group I-15. Shout out to JR Castro as well too, man. And enjoy this R&B classics, man, right here, local shit. Let's go. Wannabe.
Let's go.
Got a body like a stripper. Made me wanna pull a couple bands out and tip ya. Made me wanna take you out to eat and get your dinner. Hit the ATM, get all my money out and spend it. Can you picture labeled all on your booty. Girl, you do something to me. Drop a bag up in Louis. Driving around the city zooming. Top down, hair blowing, yeah. On your Instagram story, yeah. Girl, you bad and you know it. Roll the tree up and blow it. Girl, you know it, you know it. You know that you the shit. Girl, you know it, you know that you the first round draft pick. Girl, I know it, I know you don't need a man for shit. You the truth, girl, you legit. Girl, you know that you that bitch, yeah. I wanna be with you. I wanna be with I wanna be with you, huh? I wanna be with you. I wanna be with I wanna be with you, huh?
I wanna be with you. Head short, call her Betty Boo. See you sitting pretty in a Bentley coupe. Rollin' weed, yeah, you smell the fruit. OG, yeah, that's medical. And you tell me that you're flexible. Baby, you know that I'm ready for whatever you want. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Because your booty bouncing like Jordan, yeah. All up in the fourth quarter, yeah. Girl, you got an ass on, yeah. Now turn around and show it,
girl. You know it, you know it. You know that you the shit. Girl, you know it, you know that you the first round draft pick. Girl, I know it, I know you don't need a man for shit. You the truth, girl, you legit. Girl, you know that you that bitch, yeah. I wanna be with you. I wanna be with I wanna be with you, huh? I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you, huh?
I wanna be with.
I wanna be with you. I wanna be with.
Hey.
I wanna be with you. Oh.
Hey, hit those notes. Go ahead, son.
Yeah.
Why you get the Barry White voice and shit?
Yeah, you know, baby. Yeah, you know, gotta do what you want to be.
Well, fucking Secret Garden and shit. Okay, I'll be sure.
What you want to be. Oh, man, shout out to Uncle Al, man.
Shout out to him, you know.
Yeah, you know, just praying for more of his healing.
Definitely,
you know?
definitely. So, talking about, I want to be with you.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. How's you know, I always ask guys and females about, you know, the relationship, not necessarily status, but just like the journey, you know, in the industry, because I mean, it is difficult in any industry, in the world in general. But I guess just in the industry, in the entertainment industry, the things that, the hours, the times, the people, the places, how has that affected you?
It is definitely,
how is it?
It has definitely affected me a lot throughout my career, I would say, but it just depends on the person. The beauty of where I could say with myself is that because I started at a young age, like very, very young, like, you know, 12 years old, and then I was already in clubs and shit by the time I was 16 years old, like on the strip already, like, you know, and going to high school the next day. So I've got to experience a lot faster. Doesn't mean I was out here in these streets, like, you know, doing crazy shit. But I would say is that for myself is that I've got to see, I got to travel, I got to experience. But it does take a lot to deal with, especially somebody that gets to the caliber that is actually on the sense of where they're traveling and they're on tour and they're, you know, out here with celebrities. And then on top of that, you're with, you know, around a lot of women and stuff like that. And then, you know, like, like to women out there, I'll say, like, if you're going to be with a DJ that is successful, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it's better for you to get with an ugly ass DJ. I think I'm medium. You know how women say, I want a guy that's medium ugly. I believe I'm medium handsome. I hate when people are like, oh my God, you're so cute. Like, I'll be like, bitch. No, I don't call him a bitch, but I just be all like, cute. I ain't cute. Like, you know, that's like a dog. I ain't no damn dog with like some little, you know, fluffy ears with a ribbon around that shit. I'm
halfway handsome.
Yeah, I'm halfway handsome. At least give me that something.
Oh,
but
my God.
I just feel like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you with the best looking man as a DJ in the industry that is successful or the ugliest DJ that is very successful. Women don't give a damn. At all, but it does take a lot. And I would say for myself, it takes a very strong person, man or woman, like when you're in a relationship with them and it comes down to being in the industry, you gotta be very delicate. You gotta be willing to be accessible and understanding about the industry, because people got to understand is like we also, we work a nightlife, but it's kind of like still like a graveyard shift as well too. You know what I mean? So sometimes that's when we're handling all of our meetings as well, all of our business, because once we're done with the club, we don't want to wake up at 10 o'clock in the morning and call somebody on the phone and they got to deal with their kids, or sometimes we have other hustles as well too. But I don't know, man. It takes a lot. I've been through my battles. I definitely have. But the crazy thing for myself is, do you have like violin, like sad violin,
like
instrumental?
The mini violin?
It's like...
You want like a little mini...
Unfortunately for myself, it's been hard for me out here. I mean, just, everything in this industry in the past 20 years, I just want me a good woman. Somebody just to understand.
There you go.
There we go.
Go ahead.
All right, wait, hold on. And scene. In my life, it's been hard, ladies. It's not easy being this light skin, but I'm trying. I'm telling you, I'm trying. I do my best, right? I go out here, I DJ.
He DJs.
I tell everybody put their fucking hands up, happy birthday, happy anniversary, and mirror on these bitches when I'm dropping a bomb, right? But then at the same time as well, too, when I'm done, when everything's all said and done, after starting at the club from 10 p.m. and we ending this bitch at 3 a.m., goddammit, and then we over here got to count our motherfucking money, wait on the promoter, and hopefully that the promoter don't run out on our motherfucking asses with our goddamn money and still get our money at the same time, and take care of our goddamn fucking tab on top of that as well, too. When that's all said and done, because if you round out the time and use some estimation, baby, you estimation, then that means, baby, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, by 4 a.m., I'm coming home to you.
Just you, baby.
Just you. I might not get into bed because I want to smoke my own. No, okay, all right, I'm just playing. All right, I fucked up. Right, but
you just want love.
Just want and it takes a lot. It takes a strong individual. You got to have somebody that's had your back and have understanding, because it's not just the industry. You look at the like all the athletes and stuff. It takes a lot.
Cops, first responders.
Yes,
that's what I'm saying. Any job, but just specifically for a DJ.
DJs is a lot, and but it's if somebody that's cool enough, and they're definitely, you got to support the fuck out of them. And that's my biggest thing I'll say for me is that I've been with women, and throughout my career, they won't support me. Like they won't hold me the fuck down, and then it's like, when it's all said and done, then they're like, oh my God, I want to support you. Oh, I want to be around. Oh no, I'm going so hype. No, don't kill me with that shit. You know what I mean? Support me right now, because it's like I'm doing this for us, doing this for our family. I'm 30. I'm about to be 34. I ain't got no kids. Yes, my soldiers are fucking marching, just in case anybody say some shit. But it's just the thing about it. I'm just saying, motherfuckers got shit to say. I'll be shutting shit down real quick. I ain't got time to respond on social media. But it's like, shut shit down. But it's not. It's the thing is, support is heavy. You know what I mean? If you hold somebody down that is genuine, but definitely there's DJs out here that DJ to be a hoe. You know what I mean? Right. There's DJs out here that DJ because they're too focused on the limelight, on the spotlight, and shit like that. Shit like that for me, I know how to own the spotlight, but I don't need it. I don't sit there and be like, fuck, I need this spotlight right now. You know what I mean? And sometimes this shit could take a toll. So just being able to just support somebody and communicate with them and just holding them down, and you'll be straight, you'll be good. But yeah, it takes a toll. It takes a lot. And I could say, like we were talking about the male dominant, or I'm not male dominant, but how's it like to be a male in this industry as well? It's hard to be a male in this industry and being able to have a successful relationship. Right. It's takes a lot. Got to communicate, you got to compromise, and it takes consistency. You know, so
on both ends.
On both ends, yes. Oh, hands the fuck down. Yes. So all my male DJs, stop being distracted. Fuck all that temptation, because these girls really only want you just because you in the fucking booth, my guy. Like,
right? Because if you were in the audience, they wouldn't.
Oh yeah.
Give two fucks.
Oh, I've experienced. I've proved that to one of my homegirls before. I was all like, she was just like, oh, I bet you get a lot of attention. I said, nigga, watch this. And this is when, do you remember Oracle nightclub?
Yeah.
You remember that, right? Yeah. So you remember how it was 2 stories? So we got there early, and mind you, I always go on at like prime time and shit, but we got there early so I could get some of my people in, and she was just like, oh, I bet all these girls flock to you. I said, watch this shit. Yeah, I said, you think that? Watch. I walked the whole downstairs and then went all the way upstairs, right? no backpack on, you know, just had my jacket zipped up. You couldn't even see So Hype on my like shirt or nothing. Not one holler. Then all of a sudden, when it was time for me to DJ, then the host that night was like, ladies and gentlemen, y'all ready? It's about that time. It's hype time. Hot 97.5's very own Las Vegas legend, blah, 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 and all this shit about me. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for DJ So Hype. Went into the first fucking song.
Panties thrown.
A line. Fucking bottle thrown. I mean, shit. I gotta be careful with that, because sometimes
I'm being dramatic, but
no, I'm saying like the bras end up being a parachute or some shit. Like I'm like, whoa, shit. But it's I had
keep you warm.
Right, keep me warm. You know, that shit become a scarf. But and there was a line. But shit like that for me pisses me off.
Yeah.
See me without being so hype. You know what I mean? Yeah. But still embrace and understand that I am, you know, and then I'm good. I'm happy about it. So it takes a lot. Yeah.
We just all want love.
Just want love. I need love.
I need love.
When I'm alone in my room, sometimes I stare at the wall.
I need love.
Yeah, man. Takes a lot.
Well, you know, there you go. You know, DJs need love too. You know, hashtag DJs need love too. We're going to start that.
Yeah.
Start that group. DJs need love too.
DJ need love. Start everybody on my live. Just put that in the comment. Hashtag DJs need love too.
We need love too, you know?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, we do.
You know, thanks again. You know what I mean? Before we get out of here, I'm going to let you go ahead and give your calendar of all the places you're at. Any shout outs, anything you got working on, anything you want to give credit to?
I want to give credit to my fucking self.
There you go.
20 years in the fucking game. But honestly, like with my schedule, I mean, I have my residencies from Tuesdays through Saturdays at the moment, but it always switches up. So my best thing I could say is just djsohype.com. Definitely on my Instagram, I'm the most extremely active on, where I post everything that I'm at. So just stay in tune. Everything I got is DJ So Hype. And just shout out to everybody that fucks with me, honestly. And thank you. I shout out to you.
Thank you.
Shout out to y'all for what y'all doing, man. Like, the fact that you guys have the platform still, anybody that has that, I think is lovely and beautiful. So, Ms. V, I love you, Queen. Thank you.
I love you too, So Hype. Thank you so much.
Always.
Before we get out of here, you want to do arsin?
Yes.
Or do you want to do the 20th?
Nah, it's not. I already said my shout out for me. I want to shout out to my guy, Arsin. And how much time do we have?
About 4 minutes.
4 minutes. Okay, I'm going to take 30 seconds. The reason why I'm putting Arsin is because he's the definition of a hungry-ass artist that did not take no for an answer. I want all the artists out there, especially in Vegas, take notes from him, especially if you're up and coming, and watch his movement and what he's done. And now this guy is killing it out here in Vegas. Is getting played in on the club. So shout out to Arsin one time,
Shout out to Arsin. Shout out to DJ So Hype. Make sure y'all go check him out anywhere around the world. He's everywhere. Yeah. Once again, thank you so much. Till next week.
Yes.
Y'all have a good night. Good day. Be safe.
Yes, sir.
Some money if your hands on me. Don't make it to the club, gas tank on E. Every time I'm in the club, she make it rain on me. She make it rain on me like we in the club. She make it rain on me like we been in love. She make it rain on me like we in the club. She make it rain on me like we been in love. Turn your back on me, now you coming around. I got real people with me that be holding me down. I just picked up my dog, he just got out the pound. I got a super bad bitch that be tonguing me down. I ain't eager for shit, I sit back and relax. How you let me get ahead and I was back in the back. I was down, now I'm up, I'm just stating the fact. You tell stories, you a pussy, you a cat in a hat. As a matter of fact, I strategize and attack. And I'm really from the D, I wear that shit on my hat. Do anything for the cheese, so you labeled a rat. I done flipped a couple hundred, then I made it a stack. Nigga, 10 toes down, 10 bands on me. Girl, I wanna see some money if your hands on me. Don't make it to the club, gas tank on E. Every time I'm in the club, she make it rain on me. She make it rain on me like we in the club. She make it rain on me like we been in love. She make it rain on me like we in the club. She make it rain on me like we been in love. 10 for the 20, I pay 30 for the whole thing. Money on my mind, keep it growing like road game. Boy, I'm fly as hell, first class on soul plane. If we on the phone, gotta call me by my code name. I'm in the field, I'm like a ref, I'm too official. You off sides, throw the flag, blow the whistle. All the friends fine, but you know I got the bad one. On the ground with 5 girls, boy, you wish you had one. I'm waist deep and you scared to get your feet feet wet. Ain't worked since I got you, nigga, you a defect. Randy Moss, Calvin Johnson, nigga, I'm a deep threat. If you on a throne, motherfucker, this a seat check. 10 toes down, 10 bands on me. Girl, I wanna see some money if your hands on me. Don't make it to the club, gas tank on E. Every time I'm in a club, she make it rain on me. She make it rain on me, like we in the club. She make it rain on me, like we been in love. She make it rain on me, like we in the club. She make it rain on me, like we been in love. Every time I'm in the club, she make it rain on me. She make it rain on me. Every time I'm in the club, she make it rain on me.